Anasuya is the daughter of Kardama, who was one of the Prajapatis created by Lord Brahma, and his wife Devahuti, the daughter of Manu. In Sanskrit, An is a negative prefix, and Asuya means jealousy. Hence, Anasuya could be translated as the one who is free from jealousy or envy. She is also known as Mahasati Anasuya, the goddess of chastity and hospitality. Maha means great and Sati means a virtuous woman. So her name implies that she was a virtuous woman fully dedicated to her husband. The Bhagavad Puran mentions the story of Anasuya and Rishi Atri. Sage Kardama married Devahuti and they had 10 children. One was a son named Kapil and 9 daughters. Anasuya was one among the 9 daughters. Each of the daughters was married to a powerful rishi, and Anasuya was given away in marriage to Rishi Atri. Anasuya, being the wife of Rishi Atri, learnt under her brother, the great sage Kapil. She was the mother of Durvasa, Chandra Atri, and Dattatreya. In the Ramayana, she is described as living with her husband in their small hermitage in the southern periphery of Chitrakoot forest. Very devout and pious, she practiced austerities and was always devoted and loyal to her husband. It is mentioned in the Ramayana that there was no rain in Chitrakoot for decades. There was a famine affecting humans, animals, and birds. Anasuya performed intensive austerities and got the Mandakini river down on earth. Mandakini river led to fresh greenery and removed all sufferings. This is how she became a confidant to many. When Sita and Ram visited her during their exile, Anasuya was very attentive to them and gave Sita an ointment which could maintain her beauty for eternity. Her purity allowed her to attain several supernatural powers during her lifetime. One of the most famous stories about Anasuya involves the transformation of the Trimurti, Brahma, Vishnu, and Shiva as her children. Rishi Atri and Anasuya had taken up their abode in Suchindram, a place where several rishis performed austerities. There was a drought for many years at Suchindram. Rishi Atri prayed to the gods and was advised by them to gather himself in the Himalayas in order to offer his prayers to Devraj Indra. Rishi Atri went on with his yagya and Devarishi Narad came up with a plan. According to the plan, Narad sought to make the world understand the power of chastity. One day, in the serene realms of Kailash, Devarishi Narad embarked on a journey. As he reached the divine abode, he found Lord Shiva deeply immersed in meditation, while Devi Parvati worshipped by his side. Parvati graciously offered Narad Prasad, and as he savoured those delectable laddus, he went on to say that the laddus given by Anasuya were even more delicious. Curious, Parvati inquired about this mysterious Anasuya. Devarishi Narad then, with a mischievous gleam in his eyes, praised Anasuya's unparalleled loyalty to her husband, sending ripples of jealousy through Parvati's heart. Determined to test her loyalty, Parvati urged Lord Shiva to test the chastity of Anasuya. Rishi Narad then visited the abode of Vaikunth. When Devi Lakshmi inquired about the well-being of Narad, Rishi Narad recounted his visit to Maharishi Atri's ashram. He went on to say that Vaikuntha was once glorious, but now it is Anasuya's ashram. Intrigued by Narad's tale, Devi Lakshmi sought to unravel the mystery of Anasuya's unwavering devotion. With Narad's words resonating in their minds, the Trimurti were urged by their respective consorts to test the limits of Anasuya's loyalty. Brahma, Vishnu, and Shiva disguised themselves as saints and visited the ashram of Atri and Anasuya. Anasuya welcomed the 3 rishis, but they declined to accept the food given by her. They told her that they were performing a different kind of austerity and would only accept food from someone who was naked. At first, Anasuya was perplexed, But ultimately, with the help of her yogic powers, she identified the Trimurtis in their disguised forms. She meditated on her husband Atri and invoked her immense spiritual power and the strength of her chastity. By sprinkling the holy water, she turned the three gods into infants. Thereafter, Anasuya threw away her garments and breastfed them. Anasuya had never experienced motherhood. She wanted to enjoy being a mother. So she kept the three infants with herself. She clothed them, fed them, and sang lullabies, treating them with utmost affection and devotion. Despite the unusual circumstances, her purity and virtue remained intact. Months had passed and Maharshi Narad wanted to intervene now. He went to Rishi Atri and told him that Anasuya had given birth to 3 kids during his absence. An angry Rishi Atri went to his ashram, but he immediately recognized the Trimurti and understood everything that had happened. When the goddesses Parvati, Lakshmi, and Saraswati heard of the transformation, they descended to the hermitage to reclaim their husbands. However, upon arrival, they found the 3 infants identical and were unable to distinguish which one was their respective consort. Anasuya then requested Agni to help the goddesses. The Trimurtis regained their forms but were in the wrong hands. Brahma was in the hands of Lakshmi, Shiva in the hands of Saraswati, while Vishnu was found in the arms of Parvati. This inability to recognize their husbands humbled the goddesses and shattered their pride. The Trimurti, deeply impressed and pleased with Anasuya's virtue, blessed her and the Rishi Atri. They granted them a boon, resulting in the birth of Dattatreya, a divine 3-headed sage who embodied all the qualities of the 3 gods, Brahma, Vishnu, and Mahesh. To know the full story of Dattatreya, watch the video linked in the comments below. There is another story that depicts the powers of Anasuya that brought back Surya into the world. A Brahmin named Kaushik used to regularly visit a prostitute. He continued with this in spite of being a Brahmin and also having a devoted wife at home. With time, he was inflicted with leprosy, after which the prostitute stopped visiting him. This forced him to return to his wife, who still genuinely loved him and cared for him. Though his wife looked after his every need, Kaushik still longed for the affections of the prostitute. One day, he asked his wife to take him to her. In the meantime, a sage named Mandavya had been impaled by a criminal and was lying on a spike in the forest. To know the story of why sage Mandavya was given a death penalty, watch the video linked in the comments below. While passing through that forest with his wife, Kaushik accidentally tripped on the sage, who cursed him that he would die before the next sunrise. Kaushik's wife, being a sati and completely devoted and loyal to her husband, managed to stop the sunrise with the power of her chastity. This created havoc in the world. The gods went to Brahma asking for help. Brahma, in turn, went to Anasuya asking her to convince Kaushik's wife to allow the sunrise to happen naturally. Anasuya did as she was told. She not only brought back the sunrise, but also brought Kaushik back to life. Pleased with Anasuya, Brahma was later born to her as Chandra Atri. Later, Rahu once masked the sun, thus cloaking the whole world in darkness. The power of sage Atri wrested the sun out of Rahu's hands, thereby restoring light to the world. Pleased with this, Shiva was born to Atri and Anasuya as Durvasa. According to yet another legend, Rishi Atri performed a severe penance on Kula mountains. So severe were his austerities that it set the whole world on fire. Brahma, Vishnu, and Shiva were impressed with his devotion and spiritual powers and told him to ask a boon. In the Brahma Puran, Atri asked for 3 sons and 1 daughter. These 3 sons of Atri and Anasuya were Dattatreya, Chandra Atri, and Durvasa, while his daughter was Shubhatreyi. The ashram of Sati Anasuya is situated in Chitrakoot, Madhya Pradesh. It is located further upstream on the Mandakini River, 16 kilometers from the main town. Set amidst the thick forest area, it is believed that the sage Atri and Anasuya lived here, along with their 3 sons. At present, Sati Anasuya's ashram still continues to retain its extreme peaceful and serene atmosphere along the various streams from the hills, converging and forming the river Mandakini. It is believed that it is in this very place that Anasuya explained to Sita the importance of Satitva, meaning the unflagging devotion to one's husband.